Assalamu alaikum dear students. Today I am here with the solution set of question number 8 from May-June series 2023 recent paper that student have appeared in on 18th of May 2023. So as I have solved rest of the 7 questions of first 7 questions, and today we have started our question number 8, and this topic is very easy as compared to other topics, but still we need to be focused while solving these questions. Okay, basically this topic is from the subtopic of logic gate, that is converting a logic expression into truth table. So what we need to do on the basis of this expression, we need to fill in this truth table. So let's start from very basic concept of logic expression. Here are some of the logic operation: or, and, not, and. In truth table, basically we have inputs. These are the 3 inputs, and we need to calculate an output by using this logic expression. Alright, so very simple. OR operation is adding 2 inputs, 2 respective inputs. Then not B is basically switching the data. Wherever there is 0, we are going to convert it into 1, and wherever there is 1, we are going to convert it into 0. And AND operation is basically multiplication. Again, here is AND, and we are going to multiply the intermediate output. So what is this intermediate output? In fact, here you can see before calculating final output, we are having intermediate outputs. So let's name them A or B. First of all, we are solving the bracket. A or B, we are giving it the name P. Then not B is again one more operation. So we are going to give it the name Q. This and C, we are going to name it R. And this final is your X output. Okay, so let's start our question. First of all, we need to calculate P. This working space is basically for calculating the intermediate outputs. So here, these 2 columns, we are going to consider these 2 columns, this column A and B, and we are going to add them. All right, so 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 1 is 1, 1, 1, 1. As it is Boolean logic, so we have only option of either 0 or 1. So 1 plus 1 is again 1, and 1 plus 1 is again 1. Let's start our next output, the intermediate output, that is Q. In order to calculate Q, what we need to do is we have to switch B, means not B is just switching B. So only this output will be, input will be incorporated to calculate our intermediate output Q. Okay, so very simple. We are just switching it. 0 is 1, 1, 0, 0. We are just switching this data here 0, and we are switching it somewhat like this. Okay, G. So let's jump to our next intermediate output, that is R. Okay, so how are we going to calculate it? So, okay, let me erase this output so that it won't be creating any confusion. So here it is, and let's select some other color. Yes. Okay. So what we need to do, we need to calculate R, and how are we going to calculate it? Q and R. So we are just multiplying Q and R. So let's start. So here is our Q, and I'm going to calculate R by taking AND with C. So these two inputs are incorporating to calculate R. So let's start. 0 multiply by, because it's an AND operation, and I've already told you that AND operation is basically your multiplication. So 0 multiplied by 1 is 0. 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. 0 multiplied by 0 is 0. 1 multiplied by 0 is 0. 0, 1, 0, and again it's 0. Let's calculate our final output x. So how are we going to calculate this final output? By simply multiplying P and R. Okay, so let's start. Sorry, while uh, like while erasing that highlighter, I think I have erased that thing as well. So it was 1. Okay, G. So final output is basically P multiplied by R. So we are just considering. So sorry. We just considering our two outputs. What are these outputs? P and R. We are going to multiply these two terms. So let's start. 0 multiplied by 0 is 0. 0 multiplied by 1 is 1. 1 multiplied by 0 is 0. 1 multiplied by 0 is 0. Again it's 0, 1, and then 0 and 0. Okay, G. So as this whole question is of 4 marks and 1 mark for 2 correct outputs. If all the outputs are correct, then answer is you will be getting 4 marks out of it, right? So that's all about today's question. Hopefully you got the idea. And dear student, I recommend you or suggest you to just write the marks. What do you think that you have acquired in that specific question in the comment box? And keep watching our videos. See you in next class with question number 9, very important about flowchart tracing. And we will be learning few tips of tracing flowchart, that where we need to fill the whole lines and where we need to leave the spaces in the flowchart inputs. We will discuss this thing, right? Till then, Allah Hafiz. See you in next session, inshallah.